Hey there, guys. What's going on? What's going on? So today we're gonna be looking at like self concept. Self concept. Give me a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. So we are going to be looking at self concept more deeply and like what it means to like use the law of assumption to build a new self concept so that you can start attracting and creating a life that you love. So let's read this, and as we go through it, I will make my points. This is not going to be a long reading. Let's just get into it. Okay. And the answer is your concept of self. Concepts determine the route that attention follows. Here is a good test to prove this fact. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows. You will observe that as long as you remain faithful to your assumption, so long will your attention be confronted with images clearly related to that assumption. I want to read that again. You will observe that as long as you remain faithful to your assumption, so long will your attention be confronted with images clearly related to that assumption. So this part is saying, like, keep your mind on the state of your wish fulfilled. And once you keep your mind on the state of your wish fulfilled concerning your self concept, you naturally begin to generate other thoughts that match that self concept. This is true. If you just keep your mind on it, you'll start thinking of other things that kind of match what's going on in your mind as you focus your awareness on your self concept. Okay, let's read the next paragraph. For example, if you assume that you have a wonderful business, you will notice how, in your imagination, your attention is focused on incident after incident relating to that assumption. I'm going to read it again. For example, if you assume that you have a wonderful business, you will notice how, in your imagination, your attention is focused on incident after incident relating to that assumption. Okay, that makes sense. Do it right now. Think about yourself having this wonderful business and notice how your mind kind of starts to create these ideas in your head about what it means to have a wonderful business in terms of things that happen, right? All right, let's move on to the next paragraph. The next paragraph says, friends congratulate you, tell you how lucky you are. Others are envious and critical. From there, your attention goes to larger offices, bigger bank accounts, and many other similarly related events. Persistence in this assumption will result in actually experiencing, in fact, that which you assumed. Persistence in this assumption will result in actually experiencing, in fact, that which you assumed. The same is true regarding any concept. Now, again, it says the same is true regarding any concept, positive or negative, high, low, wealthy, you're not wealthy, whatever. If your concept of yourself is that you are a failure, you would encounter in your imagination a whole series of incidents in conformance to that concept. Absolutely. When we're thinking about negatives regarding ourselves, then we start thinking of other points that support that. Thus, it is clearly seen how you, by your concept of yourself, determine your present. That is the particular portion of creation which you now experience. And your future, that is the particular portion of creation which you will experience. I want to read that again. Thus, it is clearly seen from the above paragraph how you, by your own self-concept, determine your present moment. That is the particular portion of creation which you are now experiencing. And your future, that is the particular portion of creation which you will be experiencing in the future. So let me just read the top part again. If your concept of yourself is that you are a failure, you would encounter in your imagination a whole series of incidents in conformance to that concept. So if you are thinking, whatever thought you think of yourself, it is attracting other thoughts. And the thoughts that you think of yourself in terms of ideas, opinions, words you hear, words you make up, words you think, words you imagine, they will determine your present moment as well as your future, because all of your future moments are the present moment of a past thought, ideas, or self-concept. You understand what I'm saying. If you imagine it as a bubble and put 20 in there, if I say right now I'm a queen and I put 20 thoughts of what it means to me to be a queen in that bubble, and I just meditate on that, and I repeat that in my mind like 20 times throughout the day, well, whatever I experience in the future is going to be related to that self-concept that I've been holding, and all those ideas and thoughts that come in to support it also are just making it stronger. Okay? So, you are free to choose the concept you will accept of yourself. Here's where we get power in this situation. You are free to choose the concept that you will accept of yourself. Therefore, you possess the power of intervention. You possess the power of intervention. You and only you possess the power of intervention. How? By choosing your self-concept, by choosing what you choose to imagine, by choosing all of the ideas and thoughts that are attached to that. Okay? Okay. Imagine yourself to be the ideal you dream of and desire. Remain attentive to this imagined state, and as fast as you completely feel that you are already this ideal. Sorry guys, I'll start over. Imagine yourself to be the ideal you dream of and desire. Remain attentive to your imagined state. And as fast as you completely feel that you are already this ideal, it will manifest itself as reality in your world. So I'm going to read that again because this is where I take this as some instructions, okay? Imagine yourself to be the ideal you dream of and desire. Remain attentive to this imagined state. And as fast as you completely feel that you are already this ideal, it will manifest itself as reality in your world. This is so cool. And what it will start doing is changing the things around you to support your self-concept. This substance is consciousness. This substance is consciousness. It is your imagination which forms this substance into concepts. This substance is consciousness. It is your imagination which forms this substance into concepts, which concepts are then manifested. I just love this paragraph. I just love this. This is making reference to a scripture above, but I don't want to read that. This substance is consciousness. It is your imagination which forms this substance, consciousness, into concepts, which concepts are then manifested as conditions, circumstances, and physical objects. Thus, imagination made your world. Big time. Big time. Big time. Okay, that was the part that I wanted to highlight. So, as previously explained, there is only one substance. This substance is consciousness. It is your imagination which forms this substance called consciousness into concepts, which concepts are then manifested as conditions, circumstances, and physical objects. This imagination made your world. This is very important, guys. I highlighted the key parts. This is very, very, very important. This is saying that, your consciousness is, the word is malleable. Your consciousness can be molded. And your consciousness can be molded by your imagination. Okay? And what will happen when you use your imagination is you are creating concepts. Okay? So you can create a self concept. And when you create this self concept, you start to mold the conditions, the circumstances, even physical objects that come into your life, that are activated through your life, the way that people treat you. All of this will be molded by your imagination, okay? As your imagination is then molding consciousness. It's beautiful. And it makes sense to me because consciousness is not something tangible. And your imagination is not something tangible, but you can use your imagination to mold the consciousness in your experience. This is so cool. So I want you to keep that in mind when you go into the playroom of your consciousness and you start to create. Just know that you are the builder. Edgar Cayce, if you can get your hand on an Edgar Cayce book, Edgar Cayce said, mind is the builder. Mind is the builder. And here we have Neville Goddard confirming the same thing that Edgar Cayce said. So guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. I am going to very soon do an outline of my own that I will record so you can see the video to get a better idea, a clear picture of what it is that we have learned here today. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. I love you all. Please watch the other videos. If you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. I love you all. Thanks so much. Happy manifesting.